So here's the thing. why did why did I create this idea, this concept of marriage hero? I struggle with the name because it almost seems like I'm trying to present myself as some type of hero that's going to run in and save your marriage, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, he did all this for me, and I'm like, what can I say, guys? That's what I do. No, that's really not what it is. Um, the hero is the idea that someone in the relationship, and I speak to men. So the man in the relationship has to come in and be that person who, out of nowhere, has is willing to make whatever sacrifices are necessary to rescue that thing that needs to be rescued. Like there's a song Mariah Carey did a while ago, and I always thought it was beautiful, um, but in context of this, it really matters. The chorus was, "Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. He casts his fears aside so that it can survive," or something like that, right? And when you feel all hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. And that's actually what I'm trying to communicate, is that there is that you are capable of being the hero of your relationship. If you're struggling, I'm tired of seeing my friends, uh, people that are my age, my peers, go through marital struggles on the down low, don't tell anybody about it, and then all of a sudden they're cooked, they're done. Yeah, we're getting a divorce. We're like, I had no idea it was that bad. People try to keep all their problems so quiet. Like I hate it. I hate that, And so, um, but someone could have been the hero, and I believe firmly that God has equipped men to be able to be the ones who rescue their relationships like that. Now, our ultimate hero is Jesus. I don't think any of us are going to be able to dig in deep enough without having Christ in us and working through us, because man, like this is marriage is complicated, it's hard, it's frustrating, it's annoying when everything's going wrong. And the cycle that people get into, every single relationship that I've ever heard about that's doing bad, one person felt like the other person did them wrong, and so they stopped doing good for that person or started doing their own wrong against that person. And then the other person's like, dude, now they do this to me all the time, and so why would I ever try to fix that? It's like, you're stuck in they call it a catch-22 or circular reason, but whatever. You got that's in so many of the relationships that I've counseled, that's where they're stuck in. And it's like, someone has to go first. And that person has to go first selflessly. You can't go first saying, all right, I'll do this, but after I do this, you better start doing that. No. So the reason that Marriage Hero even exists, even in these infancy stages, is to show people, to encourage people to be the heroes of their own marriage. It's to encourage people to, all right, dig in, find that thing inside of you that gives you the will and the ability to be strong when no one else is going to be strong in that thing. For me, the Lord sent a couple to us, um, a married couple that just, for whatever reason, they were willing to get in the trenches and help us fight for our marriage. Usually, if you tell someone we got marital problems, they'd step back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. We'll pray. We'll be praying for you." And maybe they mean it, maybe they don't. I don't know. But it's messy waters to navigate, and people don't normally want to navigate it. Yet those people, this couple, they said, you know what? We've heard about this marriage conference thing that's going on. We should all go do it together. And so we did. And even before the marriage conference, they, hey, we've been watching. There's this marriage video set thing that we wanted to watch. You guys should watch it with us and do the Bible study with us. And so we did it. And then after we did that, and then went to the marriage conference, had a major healing moment at this conference. Uh, we were put on the path. We were put on the path for things to start to change. Then I grabbed a hold of it and just really just started going in after. I started watching videos from Focus on the Family. I got involved in another marriage group Bible study thing. I was digging in. My wife actually backed off. She like backed off. For her, it was kind of like information overload, and everything wasn't perfectly fixed. But I leaned in. I dove in deeper, because what happened after we had the Lamb conference, the thing where things got better, they got better like really really quick. So it's something was suspicious about it. Like it was like instantly better, in a deep way, but instantly better. And so I'm like, I know there's going to be some recoil. Something's going to happen, and it did. But it was, I can still tell now that it's been several years and we've had several years of a great marriage and several years of healing. I can tell that even the bad thing that happened after we had that first big steroid shot of healing, that thing needed to happen in order for us to continue to grow to where we're at right now. And so anyway, not to chase that rabbit, but yeah, that's why I believe that every marriage needs a hero. It needs one person who's willing to say, you know what, I know this sucks for us right now, but I don't care. I'm going to dig in. I'm going to do what needs to be done, regardless of what he or she is or is not willing to do for me. It's what I'm going to do. It reminds me of that thing that like a hero would say. I think it was the Wonder Woman movie. She'd gone the whole movie just kind of being chill and doing some heroic things, but kind of keeping it on the down low. But when it came to saving lives, and the guy's like, "No one goes out there," she was like, "Oh, that might not be what you're gonna do, but it's what I'm going to do." We need men that will step forward and say that, and mean it, and do it. And I can still remember the the conversation I had with God in the hotel room when I knew that I was going to have to give up some of the things that were, we'll just say they were therapeutic for me in this struggling marriage. And I knew I would have to give those things up because there's no way I could keep doing them, keep experiencing them, and any healing happen. I knew it. But if I were to give that up, I knew at that time my wife couldn't be a satisfactory replacement for that. And so I'd be stuck just without that safety net. And I was like, God, I don't want to do that. Like, absolutely not. And God was like, so you're not going to trust me on this? I was like, and like almost in a fit of, I don't know if there's a better way to say it than almost in a fit of rage. I was like, you know what? Fine, God, I'll do it. I'll trust you. Fine, I'll do it. Whatever. And I did. And it was exactly as I said it would be. It was me giving up the thing that had been making me feel better or whatever at the time. And then my wife not stepping in to fill that gap, to fill, whatever void was there. And I was like, I told you, God, I told you. But I still sensed that still small voice about like, hey, just wait, be patient, just wait. And man, am I glad I waited. Man, am I glad I waited. Being able to step into that space where I would be the one who would start this thing and be very serious about it, even at my own expense, it started drawing the best out of my wife. I want to take these car times and keep telling this story, but I wanted you guys to have a chance to know why I even started this idea of Marriage Hero. People say it takes two to make a marriage work. It really only takes one to start the process. If one person, led and inspired by a holy God, can dig in and find something that they've never found before, they can be the catalyst that starts to heal their marriage. So I'll see you guys next time. Like and follow, please.